Good morning all. I'm going to do a compound beveling honing experiment today. I've done it before, it does work, but I'm going to use one problem razor, which this is the problem child, and I'm going to use one extremely good razor, which I shaved with only yesterday. But I've got a lovely little present from the Gary to use. It's not mine, it's Gary's. It's a very small, older style, good quality Belgian coticle. And I'm going to use this little mini one as a comparison against my larger one. So this fella is going to get the large Ardennes coticle. And this one is going to be a very light comparison tune-up on the other razor. So let's start. Water first, a little bit of water. I'm going to put a very light slurry on Gary's. Does slurry up very well. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, that's a pretty light slurry. I'll water it down. I've got my spray bottle as well. So let's just try to put a slightly more interesting edge on this rather lovely Bismarck. Now this Bismarck shaved extraordinarily well only yesterday on a 12K edge from my 12K Nano R stone. So I'm going to use it tomorrow and see if we get a better result. This is a lovely, delicate little razor. I don't know if you can fully see or appreciate how fine this little stone is. It's just very gently cutting, I imagine. I'm going to stop in a second. I'm not going to waste your time or mine by scrutinizing it under the microscope. I'll do that as a final last thing. Anyway, I think that's enough slurry. So I'm going to wash the slurry off. Now, always a good test, I find, anyway. That was a fairly weak slide. There might be a tiny bit of slurry left, but minute. Now, I'm trying to now feel whether this small stone can give me that nice sticky feeling. Yes, it's starting. Even on a very small coticle, I'm beginning to feel it sticking. There's a tiny bit of slurry there. You can't even see it. I'm going to now do just a few more with no slurry at all. In fact, ideally, if you can see it, probably can't, I'm going to just do a few underwater, which is to me the perfect test. Yep. Oh, what a difference. My goodness me. Let me just turn the tap on just how I want it. Yeah, that's sticking. So about, I don't know, let's call 12. About 12 would do it, I think. 12 laps. And that should have an extremely fine, genuine coticle edge, which is of course overlying a set bevel and a 12K refined edge from yesterday. Now that feels absolutely wonderful. Not overdoing it. I think it's just giving it a very gentle coticle edge. There's Gary's card, which he sent down with the little baby coticle. This is really nice. Why do we need a big coticle? I've no idea. Anyway, let's put these aside for a second. Always bearing in mind, chaps, if you're using even slightly tepid water, which I am today, it's a very good idea to wipe any water off, because it can rust almost instantly. And these are very old, very fine carbon steel blades. Anyway, here's me big coticle. Now this one, I'd say big is not really big at all, but by comparison. So this one we're going to really go to town on. So let's get a decent slurry going. You know, although it's in my kitchen, this is really cold. I have already flatted this stone just the other day. I'm putting a heavier slurry on, as you can see. The reason being this problem child razor, this strange DMAG razor. It's a very strange thinking. It's a MADAG, do beg its pardon, Solingen, Germany. Should be high quality from Solingen, and it's not. It's actually a bit of a dog. So this is its last chance. Already that feels really nice. It feels like it's cutting. Maybe this steel is too soft. But anyway, it's got tape on the spine, which it didn't have before when I set the bevel. So this is giving it a compound bevel. And I think that's a very good idea, because frankly, there's no way I'm going to reset the bevel on this turd of a razor. It's got to redeem itself now. If it does, I'll shave with it tomorrow. We'll make a little comparison. I can feel little garnets in the slurry are doing their job. Yeah, I can feel it cutting without any doubt at all. Again, you know, if you're modestly new to razor honing, a bit of experience, you get to feel a tremendous amount just through your fingers. I can feel this is really cutting. So I'm going to call that enough, because quite honestly, it already had a good edge. I haven't bothered marking the edge with a pen for a simple reason. I'm pretty certain that just one layer of black tape is going to make enough difference to give it a secondary bevel. So the apex, I'm certain, is okay. Hello. Oh, something just come through the post. Right. So this is now a finer slurry. I'm just going to do a few more on this. I'm sorry I can't sort of really gauge where my camera is today. Without boring you to tears, it's -2 out there still. I went out this morning to get a service wash done on my laundry because I'm lazy, and yeah, oh yeah, that's beginning to stick. That's a good sign. The thinner the slurry, the more obviously you'll feel your blades stick. So now I'm going to wipe off all the slurry. Washed off now. Let's just try underwater, so to speak. Yep. Yeah, it's starting to stick nicely. So let's hope this strange steel on this German oddly designed razor will respond. I'll know tomorrow. I think I can say with confidence that that's now got a coticle final edge. The apex is all that really matters, and that now has hopefully a new apex on a coticle edge. I'm just going to give it a couple more wipes on the stone for a simple reason. I can't be asked to go under the microscope, but I think that's going to do very, very nicely. If I was any good at editing, which I'm not, I'd be able to take still shots from the microscope, a cheap microscope, but it does, and post them, but I can't. So, sorry chaps, that'll have to do. Anyway, that's the stones. As you can see, that's the slightly larger coticle. Slightly different composition. It hasn't got the nice little magnesium inclusion lines which the other little stone has. So I've got a feeling that this one is probably a pretty late stone. Whereas this little fellow here, I'd say, is a genuine deep vein old coticle. Look, it's got little lines, little magnesium inclusions. I've got to say, it did feel better too. I think this one is fine, but it felt a little more coarse. This one felt a little more even. So we'll see tomorrow when I shave with it. Hope I haven't bored you to tears, chaps. I'll leave it as it is. There we have 2 stones and 2 razors, both now with coticle edges. See you on the next shave. Thanks for watching.